Hello and welcome. My name's Jose, aka Isano. Today it's just me and Sherm. Sherm, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you.
Hello, I'm here in body and spirit, I suppose.
And George still sucks.
George never stopped sucking.
You
Do you
know,
know? Did you know that it's been longer? Fuck, what did I see? There was a statistic the other day. He announced it's been longer since he announced his books than the last book he fucking put out, or like the
yeah,
next book was supposed to be out.
yeah, exactly. I don't know how, but some channel on YouTube called Wins a Winner Update came on my YouTube and I subscribed to it, and he just re-uploads the same video every day, and it's like day whatever of Wins a Winner, and when you that's the thumbnail, and when you click on the video, it just says no for like 5 seconds across the screen. And that's the video.
Little did you know that guy will forever make YouTube videos that just say no.
Yeah, he's just gonna re-upload the same video for the rest of his life. That's so funny.
Well, it won't be that long. George won't last that long. Let's be honest.
This guy's got maybe a few years left in this guy uploading these videos, he's probably got, I don't know, 4 to 5 more years of this before George either croaks or those books somehow get released.
He's just gonna come out of some like in 3 years. He's gonna come out and be like, "Yeah, I have cancer. I have 6 months to live. I'm never finishing those books."
Everyone's just gonna throw their hands up in defeat and be like, ah.
And then all the fucking sane people will be sitting there going, "Yeah, we know, George. We already know. We knew this was gonna happen." Like, God, how fucking stupid.
It doesn't take Notre Dame to see this coming from a mile away.
It's like any of the goodwill George earned by writing those initial books has been sucked away, and the only people that still believe the next ones are coming out are fools.
Oh yeah, call me a fool because it's him. I'm definitely still like, what did Batman say in Batman v Superman? If there's even a 1% chance, that's me right there. There's even a 1% chance.
No, we got like it's gonna once GTA 6 comes out, it's not gonna be I can't believe we got this before GTA 6. It's gonna be I can't believe we got this before the next George R. R. Martin book.
Dude, it should be at this point. At this point, we should start doing that instead of GTA 6.
Well, soon we won't be able to use GTA 6. Soon it'll be I can't believe we got this before Persona 6. Like Persona 6 is gonna be in development for like the next 5 years. It's gonna suck so hard.
I didn't put this in because I completely forgot. I actually was looking, and now that you say GTA 6, it completely went over my head when I was doing the news. But let's go ahead and start with GTA 6. Did you see that GTA 6 finally got its price point and everything?
Yeah, it's gonna be $80, and they don't even give you a physical disc.
Yeah, $80, no disc. And then apparently if you want all of the stuff, you got to have the ultimate edition. Apparently they're going, "Nah, sorry broke boy, you can't come and customize your car or get these exclusive clothes or get tattoos cuz you didn't pay the $20 to get the ultimate edition." Like that's
I saw that.
insane.
Well, like the customizable stuff is kind of whatever, but I heard they're locking content behind having the exclusive edition, which is really fucked up.
Yeah, and like that's such a bullshit kind of thing to do as well. Like I mean, like I told you before though, I'm gonna buy GTA 6. It's a given regardless. I was always gonna do it, but yeah, it sucks that you don't even get anything anymore. You remember the days when you could get a GTA game, came with like a map and a manual, kind of told you the backstory of some of the characters and stuff. Those days are gone.
I don't know.
That
I'm
sucks.
I'm not gonna buy this game until it's on sale. Like I actually convinced a coworker because he was like, "Yeah, the pre-orders are gonna be going up for GTA 6," and then he's like, "Wait, you don't even get a physical disc?" I'm like, "Yeah, why would you pay extra for the special edition and you don't even get a fucking disc with it?" And he's like, "I don't think I'm gonna buy this, or I don't think I'm gonna pre-order this." I'm like, "Good, don't do that."
Yeah, literally. Like, I was just thinking about that. Like, wait, this goes on pre-order. Why the fuck would I buy this now? Like, just so Rockstar and Take Two sit on my $80 to $100, depending on which version I decide to get that day. Like,
Well,
what? I just
Well, you're not really any better if you're gonna buy it day one. Like I there is no hype at all for GTA 6. I do not care. Like the fact that it exists is cool, I guess, because they finally decided to stop milking their cash cow and they're just gonna transfer it to a new game, which means you're probably gonna have to buy all the shit that they have in GTA 5 online again because they're like, oh well, it's not compatible. You're gonna have to
oh, dude.
rebuy all that shit.
Nah, that's the online players. I don't play that shit. I don't play online. So for me, it's just gonna be all story. So whatever's going on in the game, I'll probably just do the $80, play the story, be done, and put it down. And you're right. I'm not gonna buy this day one. I didn't buy GTA 5 day one, GTA 4 day one. So yeah, you're right. I am buying GTA GTA day one, but I will play it at some point. So,
I don't know.
uh,
I just do not care. Like GTA 6 is like so whatever at this point. Did you see
I get.
people got mad that they put a black lady on the cover?
Did they? Oh my god. Fucking all right, let's look up GTA covers. Let's see how many black people are in them.
Well, usually it's a white lady, so they were angry.
Oh, they were angry that it's not a hot white chick, that it's gonna be a hot black chick.
Oh my god, she's so pretty too.
Yeah, oh dude, light skin, brown. That's a good combo. And with that hair. Dude, the people that are saying this are fucking delusional. They're wackos. Oh my god. Okay, let's stick to the video game theme. So I don't know if you care or not, but it looks like Sony has kind of made a distinction of how they're gonna go forward when it comes to porting games to PC. So it looks like in this article, right? If the game is made in-house with a Sony studio, it's gonna be Sony exclusive to the Sony console. If it's made outside, like Kojima or I don't know, Bethesda, Activision, but published by Sony technically, then it can be third party. Do you think that's a good middle ground, or do you still think like no, exclusivity is bad, delete it, end it?
Yeah, it's dumb as fuck. In a world where people already can't afford your high priced consoles, and you're probably thinking about coming out with more consoles that are more expensive, exclusivity is not a good idea. You're gonna get less people playing your games. More people have $60 to play your game wherever they want to play it, as long as it's not on like your rival platform. Versus, yeah, I'm not gonna go fucking shell out $600-700 on a PlayStation 5 just so I can play your fucking standalone title because you want it exclusively on your console. Like, I'll just spend that $500 elsewhere. I'll go buy fucking 8 games instead at full price.
And that's the other thing too, is like, do you remember the start of what generation are we at? Ninth generation of consoles?
Sure, I don't know.
Whatever this generation of consoles is, it was a fucking wasteland. There wasn't anything until like the last 2 years, and we're 6 years in.
Mm-hmm.
Like next year should be the end, when they should be like announcing the next consoles and yada yada, and they're still over here just now picking up the slack for how bad this generation of console was. Like there was barely any games. You had to wait for Sony to come out with anything, and things like God of War Ragnarok. Like I don't know if I told you, but like I loved the 2018 God of War reboot, but then when I got to Ragnarok, I was so hyped. It starts out so good, and then it ends kind of like with a whimper. It kind of ends super somber with a whimper. It doesn't end bombastically, which is what those games tend to do. So I was actually kind of disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. We'll probably get Last of Us 3, or we'll probably get another fucking port of The Last of Us. Ghosts of Yotai, we got a sequel to that, but it took them like another 5 to 6 years. And all the Marvel games, including this upcoming Wolverine one. Like, it's just really, yeah, man, it's really just like, if I have to wait years for these games now, and it has to be a good game, and then almost every game is broken and has to come out with a like day one patch. You're right with the GTA thing. These games aren't worth getting day one anymore. Like, there's no reason to be hyped.
Oh yeah,
So that
GTA 6 probably won't have a day and date PC release. You'll probably have to wait a year, just like last time. At least a
yeah.
year.
I've read that Take-Two and Rockstar are working on a PC port, but there is no announcement for that one yet. So that one's in limbo as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Speaking of consoles, oh, go ahead.
I don't know. You can't have. I don't think games being exclusive like drives hardware sales like it used to. Like back in the day when it was the Xbox 360 and the PS3, it's like, okay, those exclusive games actually sell your console and they're reasonably priced enough to where like you could go out, invest in the system, have a great game to play, and then continue to play bangers when they come out on that system. But now it's like we get like maybe 1 or 2 first party like Sony or Xbox games, and they're not even worth it. It's just, like exclusivity is just never not worth it anymore, in my opinion.
The day of like Sony releasing like up to 10 plus Sony exclusive games, it's over. It's dead. And like, I was gonna say, even when there were games that weren't, Sony exclusive exclusive, like Devil May Cry or Kingdom Hearts or GTA. Like those games weren't console exclusive, but at the time you could only play them on the PlayStation until they got their ports elsewhere. Like, you know, that was the console to be at. And then when the 360 and PS3 came out, the 360 came out swinging. Halo 3, Gears of War, fucking COD ran better on it. Like that was the system to be. PlayStation had to fix their shit up, and then boom, they caught up at the end. But yeah, like there really is no like console exclusivity should be dead at this point. The only one who can really do it is Nintendo, and that's because they make their own proprietary hardware and they have their own fucking games, and their fans are basically cultists, if we're being honest, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nintendo fans are just cultists. Like, you ever try and like shit talk a Nintendo game because of the clear issues it has to a Nintendo fan? They will fucking sit there and vehemently defend the billion-dollar company like it's their fucking brother. It's so annoying. It's gotten to the point where I don't even fucking try anymore. It's like, if you can't see why the shitty effort they put into Pokemon every year isn't worth it, there's nothing I can say that will convince you otherwise.
Exactly. I had one of Mihada's friends, you know, her husband, he played video games, so I talked to him one day and I was like, because he only played like Nintendo consoles, so I asked him one day, like, do you only play Nintendo? Like, that's all you play? He's like, yeah, basically. And I was like, so you're a big Pokemon enjoyer? He's like, I love Pokemon. Pokemon's like the best. And I was like, you know what just came out? This game called Shin Megami Tensei 5, and it's exclusive at this moment in time for Nintendo. You should probably play that. It's a little bit like Pokemon. And he was like, he looked it up on YouTube and he's like, doesn't look good. And I was like, okay, doesn't look good. I was like, it's the exact same thing though. You know, the RPG elements, catching monsters and everything just didn't look good. Okay.
Seriously, like, they're so in their own fucking world when it comes to Nintendo can do no wrong. It's crazy.
Okay, let's flip that. A company that can do no wrong, that people have seen as, you know, the true saviors of video game for a long time, has been Valve. Now, we got their price point for the Steam Valve machine. Do you think it's justified? Do you think it's unreasonable?
Unreasonable is probably a stretch, but it's too expensive. It's not solving what the Steam machine was originally like designed for. Like, the Steam machine was supposed to be like a console price point, like Steam box that you could run like Windows on and like play games off of. But it's like I was reading somewhere that it was like outdated hardware. Like, it's pretty much like priced at the same like what you could get the parts for and assemble it yourself. But the problem is, like, it's just go spend a little extra money and build your own PC. Like, there's really no reason to buy the Steam machine unless you just want it branded Steam. I don't know.
You're right. I really, with this price here, I would just save up the money and buy my own PC, because at that point, you know, almost $1,100, that's quite the investment. Like
But
$500 is no longer enough anymore.
I think they were targeting like 6 or like 7 or 8, but like, I don't know, with PC parts the way they are now, like, everything's just more expensive, so that probably pushed them past 1,000, which is probably not what they wanted to happen, but I didn't really have a choice. Like, they can't eat a loss like Xbox and PlayStation can, because like their platforms aren't the platform isn't like hardware driven. So like, you're not going to Steam to buy an exclusive game on Steam that you can only buy on Steam. You're going to Steam to play a game that you can play anywhere else, but it's just convenient because it's on Steam.
Yeah, and you're completely right. Like the Steam machine was for the people who conveniently wanted to play PC games but didn't want to buy a PC.
Well, specifically, it's for like the people that have an Xbox or a PlayStation and also want to be able to play like games they can't play on those machines.
Right.
So it's like, if you sell like an experience like that where I can have a controller, I can hook this up to my TV for like the same price as an Xbox or a PlayStation 5. I think you could have made some good moves there. The problem is that I know they were targeting a lower number, and then the PC parts just became more expensive over the past like 6 months to a year. So they were like, we got to raise the price. We cannot sell this thing at a loss.
Which sucks, because this would have been like great for people who want to play PC games. Like I've played a couple of PC games. I thought they were amazing, but like I played the PC port of Portal. It's kind of dog shit. I played it on my laptop. I don't know why why I had more fun. I think it just ran better. I think that was it.
Right.
And yeah, like some of the people who want to get into like, I don't know, CS:GO or maybe like PC only games, like is Balatro PC only? I don't think it is, but
I mean, if you count mobile as like not exclusive to PC, then technically it's not exclusive.
okay.
You could probably buy Balatro on PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably on there. But like that, yeah, that sucks. Like, cause you know, some early access games, some stuff only comes out exclusively on Steam first because you know the developer's an indie developer. Like AA games really be living up to the hype right now. And as a consequence, some of them can only be played on a PC because you know it's gonna cost more money to try and port it on a PlayStation or Xbox because they always ask for what is it like a license fee to put it on that console. So
I mean, Steam does that too. Like every platform like charges you to like sell games on their storefront.
but I've heard that Steam is like the most friendliest with with the best like kind of negotiation going on. So
I think it has, from what I understand, Steam like has a set rate which is normally lower than the Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo eShop. And I've heard they can be variable in it, but I don't know the full details.
okay.
It's probably just that they're a lot cheaper to get your game on.
And more accessible because sometimes you can just be like, okay, $5, $10, and then you get the feedback and you know people start modding it, you know, helping your game. Like that's you know I would say that's a big plus
Hmm.
in my opinion when people start helping your game. But yeah, it is a sad thing to see that the Steam machine is $1,000. Hopefully, if the people who have the money to spend can buy it, but I think me personally, I was waiting to see how this would look, and I think I will just invest in a PC. I know parts right now are godly awful and insane, but it is what it is. I'll hold off. I'll build my own PC. All right, let's get to this next one. It's just kind of like an update by Todd Howard, who was like, "Hey everyone, I went to Arcane Studios and they said they're still working on Blade. Can't wait." Like that's what this whole thing sounded.
Good. This is not for me. This is a Salem thing. I don't give a shit about Blade, I'll be honest.
Really? You don't think Blade's cool?
Blade's fine as a character design, but I don't know. I never watched that Blade movie, so I have no reference for Blade.
Oh no, I gotta get you on that. Like that Wesley Snipes Blade. The
Yeah.
first two were pretty good. The third one's atrocious.
I don't know. He was okay in Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but that was like, you know, people like me who like watched all of those bad Marvel, not bad, but you know, like I watched all of the early 2000 Marvel stuff before the MCU. To see him kind of return, I was like, ah, you know, it was great. It was great.
Yeah, I love
But
Ben Affleck, Daredevil, and Carmen Electra. Fucking wait,
no, it
who?
was it was Ben Affleck's ex-wife, Jennifer Gardner as
Yeah,
Elektra.
yeah, Jennifer Garner Electra.
Which is bad casting. She's supposed to be Italian or Greek, I think. She's supposed to be Greek.
Who cares, man? No one pays attention. Fucking, Scarlett Johansson is not fucking a Russian lady. Who cares?
You're right. You're right. She's not Russian. You're right. Scarjo, she could have kept on a Russian accent. She didn't even
I
try. They didn't even
do.
try for those movies.
I don't. It's kind of like the director of Chernobyl saying like, "Yeah, I didn't want my British actors talking in bad Russian accents." It's like it's really not adding anything, so just don't have her do it.
You're right. It's kind of like how Elizabeth Olsen? No. Yeah, right? Scarlet Witch?
Yeah.
Remember how she like after Age of Ultron, she like immediately loses the accent and stops doing it?
Did she have an accent in Age of
And
Ultron?
yeah, she did. She's talking like these, talking like in that weird Eastern European accent. And by Endgame, she's just like, I am fully American. Do you hear an accent? No, of course not. So if you forgot, then it's fine because no one remembers that movie and no one remembers her accent. So it's
You know,
fine.
while we're on random Marvel nonsense, I want the movie of Magic being the Sorcerer Supreme. Can I get that?
You just want like a Magic Sorcerer Supreme movie?
Well, where are they in nowhere? Where does she come from? She's like dragged off to fucking, it's not hell, but it's hell.
Oh, like Mephisto's realm or where Dormammu resides?
What's it called? Oh, Limbo. Yeah, she's the Sorcerer
Oh,
Supreme of Limbo. Give me that movie. I want to see that movie.
you know, if they came out with like a post-credit tease that I mean not ScarJo, the Scarlet Witch is not dead and she just got obliterated into limbo and now she's like ruling it, that would be fucking sick.
Well,
That would-
does the no, it's not the Necronomicon, but their equivalent. Does that have to deal with Limbo?
I'm
The
not really sure.
Dark Hold? Yeah, the
The
Dark Hold.
Darkhold? I'm not really sure. That's a whole that's kind of like outside of my scope. I don't really delve into the Marvel side of Magic too much. I'm more of a DC Magic.
I want Magic to exist. Now that Marvel Rivals has shown me that there's a cool lady with a sword that turns into a demonic version of the lady with the sword. I want that. Give me that.
Would you be okay with Anya Taylor-Joy coming back and reprising the role?
Was she Magic?
Yeah, she was Magic in the movie The New Mutants.
How
You
old
wouldn't
is
know.
this?
2020.
Honestly, I couldn't think of a better fucking casting for Anya Taylor-Joy than as Magic. She kind of fits.
Yeah, if you kind of just Google her, they pretty much made her look like Magic, like one to one.
Oh, does she have a, what the fuck is this image? Is this the poster?
Is it like blacked out with all of their eyes glowing? Yeah, it's a bad poster.
No,
It's a terrible poster.
no, I'm looking at this one.
All right, let's see which one.
Also, her sword looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job with this movie. This was like Fox. This was like a Fox project. Yeah. See, the problem with this movie was that this was like Fox's final movie along with Dark Phoenix. And by that point, they just didn't know what they were doing. Like they never knew what they were doing, but at this point, they had completely lost the plot. Like
Okay,
Fox Marvel.
so in Doomsday, when we're traveling between the multiverses, Dr. Stephen Strange will go and contact the other Sorcerers Supreme, and one of them will be Limbo or Magic from Limbo, and she'll be like, "Ah, yes, you are fighting alongside my brother Colossus." No, bang.
Tied in. Done.
Tied in. I mean, I don't mean to tell Disney how to do their thing because well, maybe they do need some direction. They've clearly lost it. But like, you need to crib from all this Marvel excitement with Token and fucking Rivals, and just start throwing these characters in. Like, they don't need a lot of backstory. You don't need to give me the whole fucking backstory on Magic. You just gotta have her show up with a fucking big sword at the final battle, and I'll go, well, like, if I was someone that didn't know who she was, I'd be like, yo, that character looks sick. I want to see movies about that character.
And then you'll be like, wait, she's whose brother? Colossus? The metal guy?
Well, and then you can lead in. You can be like, yeah, you remember this girl from fucking Doomsday? She'll be returning in her own solo movie with like a backstory or whatever.
And a bunch of grubbos tagging
Yeah,
along.
and that's how you lead in. You just have the backstory of her and Colossus, and then her getting kidnapped to fucking Limbo, so on and so forth. Like, it's not that hard.
Dude,
Fucking,
you
you know
what's
what? Get rid of Dan Feige. I'm ready. Put me in.
Kevin Feige? Okay.
Whatever.
You're tagging in for Kevin? Let's go.
Dude, you give me like 6 months with Marvel Comics, and I could write better stories than these fuckers.
Are you saying they're out of touch now? They're too out of touch?
I don't think they've been in touch since Endgame happened.
You're probably right.
Wait, was Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness? Was that post Endgame? I don't remember.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of crazy that in that movie we didn't like try and fucking trample on the cold dead corpse of Robert Downey Jr. and bring him back.
Right?
I mean, I know they're gonna do that in Doomsday, but
I don't know if you remember, they did do that in Spider-Man Far From Home. Yeah, like I think it was because they, like a skeleton Iron Man pops up on him or something. You remember that?
no, you'd have to show me later.
Okay.
The one thing they mentioned in like Far From Home was like pretty tasteful, all things considered. It's like Spider-Man staring at that mural of Tony, and he's like, everywhere I go, I see him.
Yeah, see, I can't really be too harsh on that, but I still hated that he was basically just Iron Boy.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like it was fine because like we had already existed with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, so it's like we've already gotten 2 pretty decent Spider-Man stories. It's like I don't need to see them run the same playbook again necessarily.
You got a point. No, you got a point. And this next one, Brand New Day, is basically going to be that. It's basically just going to go back to the status quo. He's depressed. We're so happy.
So yeah, like I think you're right. I think the Spider-Man, fuck, what's it called?
Brand New Day.
Yeah, Spider-Man Brand New Day is like a return to like form with Spider. I totally see where your criticisms are for not Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. Yeah, Tom Holland Spider-Man. Like, it did feel like he was just fucking Tony Stark's sidekick the entire time.
Which is unfortunate, but I did enjoy a lot of it. I enjoyed the airport fight with Spider-Man in it. I enjoyed Spider-Man versus the Vulture, Michael Keaton's Vulture. That was a pretty good fight. I thought,
I should go rewatch Homecoming. It's been so many years since I've seen it.
yeah, I watched it, I don't know, 2, 3 years ago, I think. I think it lead up to three Spider-Mans. That one. What is it?
Far From
No
Home.
Way Home? No Way Home?
No, Far From Home.
Okay. Those names were so stupid. Which one is Far
Okay,
From Home?
okay. Homecoming was the one where he was at school and he had the homecoming dance. Far From Home was the one where he was in Europe,
Yep.
and then No Way Home was the one where it was in a quote unquote different reality with the three different Spider-Men.
The three Spider-Man. Okay. So I really like when Tom Holland got introduced to Spider-Man in the airport fight. I really like Tom Holland in Homecoming versus the Vulture. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man in Far From Home when they did the like really visual spec, like, you know, a lot of the like Mysterio's, like, remember how he like was tricking him visually and audibly until he figured it out.
Yeah.
And then I just think No Way Home's like big three Spider-Man versus, you know, the so-called the first on-screen appearance of the Sinister Six, or
Oh
not
my god,
official.
the Sinister Six featuring Dr. Octo Octavius.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
I'm something of a scientist myself. I do enjoy that the lizard was there. I do enjoy Jamie Foxx was there, and he just went, yeah, don't make me blue in this one.
I do enjoy in Brand New Day that they got fucking Tuco to play fucking the Scorpion.
Oh yeah, yep, Tuco to play Scorpion. So I
Well,
mean,
it's not Tuco, it's the other guy.
Nacho, Nacho.
Nacho, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's looking good. It comes out next month, I think. I'm pretty excited.
I'll probably wait to see it. Like that movie's probably got the like most hype for me coming in from like any Marvel movie except for Doomsday, but Doomsday's more like a like morbid curiosity where I'm like, "Oh god, what is this thing going to look like?"
I see, I see. I'll probably go see it in theaters if Mihada's okay with it. Probably like the last showing on like a midnight, because that's the only time she wants to go, is when no one's there.
That's fair. I also hate going to the movie theater when there are people.
Yeah. So I'm excited for Supergirl this weekend though. Me and her are gonna go watch that this weekend. You down to come? It'll be like 11 o'clock though, so PM.
Probably not. I heard like some people really liked it and some people were like, yeah, this is kind of fine or slash bland. So
Okay.
I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Like I saw a bunch of people that were like, I can't believe we're calling the Supergirl movie bad. It's just because it's this lady, and it's like, well, no, movies can just be bad. Like just because it's a
Yeah.
female led movie doesn't mean that it's automatically amazing, and anyone who criticizes it is a fucking bad person. Like let's not do the Captain Marvel thing again.
Like Masters of the Universe. It's not a groundbreaking movie, but it's basically just the cartoon, and it is what it is. You're either gonna like it or you're not. I liked it.
I
So
mean, like all the criticism I levied against Masters of the Universe, it sounds like they knew exactly what they were doing, which was don't take yourself too seriously, don't go over the top like self-serious movie. Let's just make a fun movie that's kind of like the cartoon. And it
yeah.
sounds like they did that.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. It was just the cartoon.
Which
It was
is
kind of like an origin, but it was just a cartoon.
which is good. The problem is they spent like almost $500 million on that movie, so they need a lot of people to go see it to fucking make their budget back at least.
Yeah, no, that movie's dead in the water. That it died out. I feel so bad for all, most people involved, like the actors and the crew, but I definitely do not. I'm not, playing the world's smallest violin for Amazon. Those fuckers can literally just be like, didn't make any money. That's fine. Just make a second one. They
Well,
got so
like
much money.
I don't feel bad for the actors because it's like as long as they like enjoyed their time and like had fun making the movie and got paid for it, like whatever. Like if
Yeah.
anything, it is the studio's fault because it's like, yeah, I don't know why in 2026 you thought a Masters of the Universe movie was gonna be a fucking hit sensation that was gonna bring you in $1 billion. Like that's crazy work.
No matter how Marvel you make it, it's not everything is gonna land.
I
Not
feel
even
like
Marvel stuff.
I feel like if you made this movie for like $100 or $150 million, I think you could easily return a profit on it if it was still this quality. But spending nearly $500 million on it is crazy work for a Masters of the Universe movie, no matter how good you make it.
Literally. Oh, speaking of movies, okay. I don't know if you care for this, but it looks like Gears of War is going to be getting a movie, and this is going to take place in between this God of War, no, sorry, Gears of War E-Day and Gears of War 1. What do you think about that? Because because Marcus is in jail by the beginning of the first game, right? So
Yeah, I think you break him out as part of the first game.
yeah, it's literally like the first scene.
Yeah, so if you're doing live action, the actors have to look right, and I don't have faith that they'll make the actors look good.
Nobody in Hollywood looks as wide as these boys, other than wrestlers, and you know.
I think you could get. The problem is John Cena is not the correct racial profile for either Dom or Marcus. Like, if you needed a big white guy, John Cena's your guy. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of big white dudes in fucking Gears of War that don't wear a fucking mask.
And unfortunately, no matter how tan you make him, he's just gonna look golden brown. He's not gonna look.
He's gonna look weird. Also, he does not have the voice to do Dom or fucking Marcus Phoenix. Maria, we gotta find Maria.
Where's Maria?
It's crazy. You know that's Joe DiMaggio, right?
Yeah, dude. The first time I heard, I was like, "Is that Joe DiMaggio? Is that Bender? Jake the dog?"
Yeah, that's Bender Bending Rodriguez. Might go on the Marcus Phoenix lines.
I thought it was crazy. He's good for that role. That's a perfect role.
I mean, he's got a crazy vocal range.
Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of what he's done before. So I mean, okay. Other than the complications with actors, do you think we need a movie, an in-betweenquel movie for these two games, E-Day and the first Gears? I think it's unnecessary, but
I think if you made this movie fucking 10 years ago, sure. Unfortunately, I think we are striking, just like with Masters of the Universe, we are striking while that iron is ice cold, brother.
You're
I don't know. I don't know if anyone cares about Gears of War anymore. Like,
I mean, I still think they're cool.
Yeah, they're cool, but like, who cares about the fucking story? Like, no one fucking remembers it. I remember Dom and Maria and Marcus, and that's it.
That's it.
There was that ex-football player. I don't remember his fucking name. It's a walk and talk into like action sequence game. Like, there's not a lot of story there. I just don't know. I don't know if there's like anything compelling you can tell with that story anymore that people would remember or care about.
So this should just be an animated movie. What do you think?
Oh yeah, 100%. This should be animated 100%. This is just like the fucking Halo thing that they did. That should have just been an animated thing, and it would have been 100 times better.
It probably would have been received better too. Well, yeah, this should be an animated movie for sure. But from the looks of this IGN article, it looks like it might be live action, even though Netflix is at the helm. So we'll see, I guess, when it comes back around. All right. So famous director has been cast in animated movie. Do you remember the last time that happened?
A famous director was voiced an animated thing. I don't remember.
You don't remember Martin Scorsese as the pufferfish in Shark Tale?
Well, I'm sure that wasn't the last time, but I do remember that happening.
Dude, it's still so crazy to me. Director of Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, The Wolf of Wall Street, The Irishman, Shutter Island, The Departed, Raging Bull, Silence. He goes and voices a fish in an animated mob movie. So we have another director of the same caliber, of the same era even. George Lucas.
Let's not put George on the same caliber as fucking Martin Scorsese.
Okay, let me run that back.
We have a hack fraud that is going to voice a Minions character. Perfect. I fixed it for you.
Okay, thank you. I mean, they both debuted around the same time. Just one of them just has a more prestigious career than the other.
Name a movie that George made that wasn't Star Wars or Red Tails, because I told you about Red Tails.
American Graffiti,
Right,
and I can never remember it. I don't think it's called THX, but it's that short film he did before Star Wars.
All right. Anyway, George has done like 4 things, and he kind of helped Steven Spielberg do the Indiana Jones movies.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
But even still, like, he wasn't the main on those. It's like, I don't attribute those to him at all.
True. I forget he's even a part of it until people go, yeah, George and Steven. And I'm like, oh, that's right. He is a part of that trio, I guess. So yeah, what I don't think this one is as crazy as Martin Scorsese. Like, I was too young to know who Martin Scorsese was when I saw that fish. So, when I got older and I realized that was Martin Scorsese after finding out, I was like, my brain is blown because he's continued to do good movies. But this
Right.
one seems about right.
Right.
This one is where it should be. George Lucas voicing a minion.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about as much as I expected. So apparently he loves the minions. So what
I
boomer or Gen Xer doesn't, I guess.
I guess we love the
So
Minions.
so stupid. I might watch this stuff.
I
Not
will
in theaters.
I will not watch this.
Not in theaters. I won't watch this in theaters. I'll wait till it comes out on streaming. All right. But the one I actually got excited for earlier today was, do you know who Genndy? I can never say this fucking guy's name.
Genndy
Get-
Tartakov?
Yeah, Tartakovsky. I can never say his name.
Oh,
He's fine.
Tarkovsky, yeah.
He's finally doing a Conan the Barbarian show, which people have been saying that he should do for years. He's the guy who did Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, the 2003 Clone Wars stuff, and he also did Primal. He's done banger works. Like he is really. Oh shit! He also worked on Dexter's Lab. Huh?
Hell yeah. That's my goat, Dexter.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love Dexter's Laboratory.
What the fuck is Conan the Barbarian? Is
You know
this
Conan.
just like is this an Arnold thing?
Arnold did do two movies, Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer, I think. But Conan has been around as a literary device for like a very long time. I think he
Oh,
was
okay.
who created it. Some guy named Robert E. Howard in 1932 created a fantasy short published in Weird Tales, and it got picked up, and then Marvel licensed it, and they just expanded the lore from there. And apparently he's just been a cultural hero, he's one of those like American myths kind of thing, that just kind of became bigger than itself, like Zorro.
Cartoon Network Studios. What the fuck do they make?
Officially, I think, let's see.
Did they make those like Teen Titans spin-off movies?
Maybe. Okay, hold on. Let me see here.
I'm looking up their filmography right now.
Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, the Powerpuff Girls, Time Squad, Samurai Jack, Grim and Evil, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, Codename Kids Next Door, Billy and Mandy.
Okay, so they did make like like straight to Cartoon Network TV movies or whatever.
Yeah, Ben 10, created by Man of Action. Okay, so I mean they've had bangers. They've had stuff.
I
They've
mean,
done stuff.
you work for. I mean, you are the company for so many years. Eventually, you put out some bangers. Like some of these aren't great.
I never saw the hype in Steven Universe. I think I only got like 5 episodes in, and I was like, this sucks. I don't like this.
Oh yeah, I didn't like Steven Universe. Like it was fine. Like sometimes I would watch it if it was on, but I don't know. It was like it's like one of those weird shows where they're like trying to virtue signal the entire show. And it's like no,
Yeah.
I understand. I understand what we're doing here. Like girl power, girls are like fucking strong leaders, but you don't have to shove it down my throat. I understand.
Yeah, I think my favorite from the 2010s was like Adventure Time, regular show, and Ben 10, like as a grown up, in his teen years, I guess.
That's crazy that everyone always goes to Adventure Time and regular show, and they never bring up the original GOAT, which was the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Oh, that's a good one. You're right. That's 2008 through 2010. Dude, that show was
I'm pretty
was
sure
a banger.
the people that worked on regular show and Adventure Time were started on Flapjack.
Yeah, a lot of people that worked on Flapjack went on to make their own shows with Cartoon Network.
Flapjack was so fucking good, man.
And just kind of looking at their overall like filmography here afterwards, like in the 2010s, it kind of ends with Primal, I would say, and Infinity Train. Infinity Train was really good. I really like those first 2 seasons. It kind of deals with like anxiety, kind of like self-identity disorder, kind of like I'm kind of butchering it, but like it had a really good, who am I, why am I here, like what's the point, kind of a story. It was I really, I guess, connected to it. Like I related to it.
Mm-hmm.
But as of their 2020 stuff though, it's just been a lot of like sequel stuff to Adventure Time or for a follow-up show that they canceled by the regular show guy.
Oh, We Bare Bears. That was a great show. I love We Bare Bears.
They made a sequel to it called We Baby Bears.
Gross. I hate that.
So yeah, I mean, oh well. So yeah, Genndy Tartakovsky is gonna be making a Conan the
Tartakovsky.
Yeah, Tartakovsky. He's gonna be making a Conan the Barbarian, which people have been saying that he should for years. So this is actually pretty cool. And this first initial still, I like it. It fits. It fits. I don't know. Like Samurai Jack to me was an amazing show. What do you think? Did you like it?
Samurai Jack suffered from the same thing that most things on Cartoon Network suffered from, where if it was a long running piece of animation, if I didn't see the first episode, I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Oh damn! You know,
I mean, I watched individual episodes. Like it's not bad. It's just like I would sit there and watch it and go, I don't know where we are. I don't know at what point in the story we're in. Because there were episodes where like Jack was doing goofy shit, and then there were other episodes where Jack was like so self-serious, and it's like the tone is so fucking weird to me.
It's all over the place. Yeah, that was the 2000s for you. I remember watching the like finale, and then like it just didn't come back the next year, and I was like, what the fuck? I just remember talking to my friends, being like, yo, when is Samurai Jack coming back? And they're like, oh yeah, huh? They haven't made any new stuff in like 2 years. I'm like, yeah. They're like, huh? Oh well, like I don't know, but yeah, no, like if anything, that's probably an old Cartoon Network show. I recommend starting from like just pull it up, episode 1, and just kind of ride it out. It's an amazing journey. And you remember
they came out
sorry.
they came out with a new character for Marvel Token Fighting Souls. Are you excited for Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel?
Yes, the one with stretchy hands. It looks like
Kamala. Yeah, she was like announced, I think, in the beginning.
Oh, okay. Never mind. This isn't new. Never mind. Ignore what I was saying.
No, I probably won't play as her unless she plays fun, but I probably won't pick her. Yeah, no, I highly recommend Samurai Jack from beginning to end. If you ever have to take any one of my recommendations, this is probably one that I will say it is a solid watch. You got to remember though, it did come out for Cartoon Network at the time, so it is a little childish at times.
Yeah, that's what bothered me, I think, when I started watching it, because I was like, okay, this seems like a pretty like cool thing, and then it would be like self-serious episode and then goofy random episode where Jack was just doing goofy shit, and I was like, the tone is weird for me.
Yeah, it was in that era where they had to like have serious episodes.
It's probably like actually filler episodes where they just like animated something to like fill a slot because they weren't done like making the next episode or whatever.
Possibly. I will tell you, there was moments where our boy John DiMaggio, he would come in as a like Irish, he's like a big Irish dude with like a bagpipe, and I remember him and Jack just getting into a fight on a bridge. So there's moments like that where like, you know, it's not that serious. It's one of the goofy episodes. That's one of the goofy episodes where John DiMaggio as this Irish guy with the most stereotype Irish accent you ever heard is just fighting Jack on a bridge. That's what I remember. It's been a while. Okay, let's do this. Do you want to go ahead? Do you want me to share my screen, or do you want to share your screen so we can watch these videos?
I'm already watching the next one. Is that supposed to be Harley?
I think so. Like a 1930s or 40s Harley.
Oh, is this supposed to be like back in time?
Yeah, it's supposed to take place in the 1940s.
That makes sense as to why that Riddler looks like that. Is this the Joker, baby?
It's the Joker, baby. Look what I'm doing to the Pokemon, Batman.
Yep, that's my Joker.
So this series is by the guy who did do that 90s.
Is this supposed to be like Poison Ivy here in a second? Is that Poison Ivy?
No, I think she's another poison villain where like she actually poisons you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bruce Timm. He's one of the like basically creative heads of that original 90s Batman show.
Mhm.
And Matt Reeves, he's the director of that good Batman movie.
Hell yeah, I love Fat Alfred. Could have picked a better voice for Batman, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it is a shame Kevin Conroy has passed. I think he would have done amazing in this as always.
So I assume this is the Riddler in this like pink and green getup.
I think so. I mean, the color scheme is right.
What's his fucking name? Edward Nigma.
Yep, Edward Nigma.
That's my boy Edward Nigma.
Enigma.
That's probably not for me, but that's okay. I'm glad that they're making it for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this okay? You answered my question. Is this something that piques your interest or not really?
Probably not, because like it's got to be like, I assume this is a TV series, which means it's probably going to be lower budget and like 10 to 12 episodes.
It's actually pretty high quality considering everything, but yeah, you're right. It is it is a show, and yes, it's like I think 10 episodes.
I'm glad it's getting made for you. It's probably not something I'll ever get to though.
Okay. How about this one? They put a bit more money into this, and it is a movie, so probably like an hour 10, hour 20.
Oh yeah,
Scarecrow.
that's a good Scarecrow. He ain't got his dumb fucking burlap mask on. Oh hi Bane. Yeah, they got the goo on on my Bane.
The
Finally.
Venom.
Who the fuck is that?
That's John Paul.
Oh, I don't like that Joker either. Oh, that voice wasn't good. Some of these designs I fuck with, some of them not so much though.
So they are adapting the most edgy 90s storyline of the time. So that's
Yeah, I can see it in some of these designs. Like this Mr. Freeze looks good.
yeah, right?
Yeah, that looks good. That Scarecrow looks good.
Bane looks great.
Bane looks great. You're never gonna make me upset with Luchador Bane.
Oh yeah, the Luchador Bane is always a banger.
But then like this Joker, I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't like that guy.
John Paul.
Yeah, I don't like that Joker.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that Riddler either. Two-Face is fine.
He looks fine. Nightwing, that's the
Nightwing, sure.
90s Nightwing. Oh, I hate that costume so much. The 90s Nightwing, I hate it. It looks awful.
Out of all things, it's not the most egregious thing in that trailer, so. Oh, one week until X-Men 97 Season 2.
If you and Salem have the time this week, you guys should get to this one.
Well, Salem goes back to work tomorrow, so I don't think it'll happen.
Oh, right. So like Sunday, between Sunday and Wednesday, if you guys are able to.
Maybe we'll see how Salem's feeling.
Dude, this looks
Apocalypse.
so good. I don't know, man.
Can I just get a show with Jean Grey and fucking Gambit? Or not Jean Grey and Gambit, sorry, Rogue and Gambit.
Yeah, Rogue and Gambit. They should get their own spinoff.
Gambit never folds. Except for Rogue.
I don't know if you want to click on the Marvel kind of channel. They did release like a little 3-minute. It's kind of like his history in the.
Is it this one?
Yeah, it's just kind of like them recapping his appearances in the original show. I don't know if you want to watch it. We don't have to.
Oh, remember when we used Apocalypse for that bad Days of Future Past movie?
Yeah, Apocalypse is supposed to be like the Thanos of the X-Men. Like the X-Men have their own Thanos, and he was wasted.
Yeah, it's before we continue. I saw a thing today. It was on that escape pod. Like I watched a clip where they were talking about. Do you think it's? Did you like how they took Ultron away from Hank Pym and gave it to Tony?
No, I hate that so much. Like Ultron and Hank are synonymous.
Yeah, because like they were talking about, someone else was making the point like you have nothing for Hank to do besides make Pym particles.
Yeah, like Hank, I understand why they went with Scott, but like Hank is such an integral part of like the universe.
Well, it's not even that. Like you could still have Scott and fucking, but also Hank's just there. Like you could have introduced Hank and then been like, oh yeah, this is my shitty son-in-law Scott. He's the new Ant-Man because I'm too old to fucking put the suit on anymore. But also I developed Ultron. Like you could have easily got. I mean, maybe if Michael Douglas wasn't available right away, you could have easily gotten a different Hank Pym to make Ultron.
Yeah, or they could have just done like I don't know, some movies in the past set in the past, and they kept, Shield kept it hush hush, and this is what happened in the past. He creates Ultron, then Tony like kind of discovers the blueprint.
Yeah.
That could have been like an Easter egg, like, oh, what is this? And then boom, we get the backstory. But yeah, they didn't go with that.
But instead, Tony just makes Ultron. It's fine.
And he's basically quipping like Tony the whole time, because why? Oh, because Tony created Ultron, so Ultron has Tony's personality. Ugh,
To be fair, I do love James Spader as Ultron.
No, I like the James Spader clips I watch. Those are always funny. Those are always good.
I kind of just want to watch The Blacklist because James Spader is in it, and for no other reason.
Me too. But then I saw that there's a lot more plot with other people, and I was like, I'll just keep watching the James Spader clips.
I'm sorry, who the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
That's Jean's costume back in the day.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think that costume was ever good.
Yo, is that my goat Beast?
I love Beast, man. Not Beast, man. I love Beast.
Wait,
his
is Beast Boy just Beast's son?
No.
Oh.
Different universes.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is Marvel. That's fucking DC.
Yeah. Dude, I do hate how those live action movies kind of reduce Beast to just be another goober in the background, because Beast is one of the smartest people that can
Well,
rival.
they did get over that he was smart. Like that's the one thing I took from like those bad X-Men movies is like Beast was smart, but he just didn't do anything.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because he's on the same level as like Reed, Tony, all those guys.
Oh, Hank Pym, my goat.
Oh yeah, and Hank.
Can't forget Hank Pym.
Fucking love Cable. He's so goofy.
Yeah, Time Fugitives Part 2. Oh, got him. Did you see that fucking role he did? Apocalypse wasn't ready for the role.
Apocalypse never saw that role coming. You got my guy.
You are the vessel for Apocalypse, you
You got
fool.
Jebaited. Is
Is that
Gambit?
Gambit? Because of the
Is
playing
Gambit?
card.
Is he coming back?
Gambit never folds. Oh man, I love fucking. I don't know.
Dude, if you like Gambit and Rivals, season 1 Gambit of 97, you're gonna like him.
Gambit never folds.
Well, Salem's not here for this one, but it looks like they're gonna be doing another When They Cry, and I think they're just gonna be adapting a different route.
Is this a video game?
Yeah, it's that light novel where all the little girls become murderous for some reason. It's like uber violent.
Sick.
So I'll show this one to him next week, but or yeah, you can send it to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this to him. This might perk his spirits up.
We found this news. We hope this lifts your spirit.
We're planning on reviving you with this juice.
So I think this is an idol movie. It looks gorgeous. Now it's already released in Japan. It's called
Cosmic Princess Kaguya,
Cosmic Princess Kaguya. It's apparently already made its money back in Japan, but
this looks so fucking gotcha coded.
right? I think it's an idol thing, but they are gonna have an American release. Would you be willing to watch this? It's September 18th, or if they have any release dates in our area.
Would this come? Yeah, finally the One Piece.
Yep, the trailer we've all been waiting for.
I saw this and I was like, is this live action? Because I wasn't paying that close attention. I was like, that wood looks kind of good for live action.
Dude, this looks so good. Like
This
just visually.
this shot with them with the boats, I was like, that's some wit ass fucking animation. Yeah, this looks
Dude,
good. This
it's
looks
so
like a
vibrant.
this looks like a fucking video game that they would make nowadays.
Right?
About like the events of fucking like the
One
first
Piece?
the first couple arcs.
All of them look so good.
I've heard of this. It's that One Piece show made by Ichiro Oda.
I think that's been going for a minute.
So like I'm of two minds where I'm like I'm kind of excited, but at the same time it's like I've already seen this. Like I'm gonna watch the first episode, go, yeah, that looks better and is better paced, and then probably not watch it after that.
I probably will watch it from beginning to end because like you know, I don't know, like it just looks good. It looks better.
It looks good, but like what it's not gonna be like something I don't already know. Like you can only like I can only sit and stare at something and go, man, that looks better than it used to for so long.
I think it just tickles a different part of my brain. So I think that's why I'm excited for it. Okay, so these next few came out of like MAPPA's little showcase. This looks so Adult Swim coded. I wanted to get your take on it.
Hell yeah, we're smoking out behind the supermarket again. Hell yeah, we're getting high off fucking angel dust.
Just a whole line.
We're committing murder. Yeah, let's go. I'm calling it now. This will be a cult classic.
It'll be like Panty and Stocking probably.
Yeah, but we won't have to wait for them to remake it again.
So I looked a little into this one. It started off as a Twitter manga and then got a release, got big from there, and now it's being animated by MAPPA of all things. So
all right, here we go. It's time.
The big two from the MAPPA showcase.
No, Sadaro. Finally, I get to see my goat Kashimo fight my other goat. He can say the words idle, death, gamble.
And he'll do that thing. Oh!
How do you feel about him having blonde hair?
It fits. It's cool.
It's fine.
I didn't know that Kashimo had like light green, bluish hair though. Like I never pictured it. I thought it was white. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was white.
I kind of would have preferred purple hair, but you know, I'll take the blonde. It looks good.
Me too.
Is that my other goat Maki? Is that one of my other goats Choso? Hey, wait a minute. Let's run that back, DJ. Why does Yuji have his signature eyelids under his eyes?
What's going on?
Is this an animation mistake by Mappa? God.
Mappa, you need to go back and fix this.
Oh no, that was the shot right there. They're like, wait a minute, where's little eyelids at? I don't
Somebody,
know.
if you run
I
it back
don't
to Megami, somebody was mad and they were like, "It's so upsetting." I think the comment was something like, "It's so upsetting that right when Megami is starting to become the sorcerer he's meant to be, done." He's done.
Yeah, it's kind of the tragic hero.
But dude, you know,
Oh, Malevolent Kitchen is back, baby.
I love the Malevolent Kitchen, bro. That's my favorite.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. They didn't show it. I was gonna say, are they gonna show the spoiler right here? Well,
That would be
can't really tell.
nah. He's too far.
Yeah, they're not gonna show you the spoiler. They know better. Well, so that has to be like the end, right? Because like there's so much shit that happens after that, and it's like it like goes for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So once they
like
do,
the next season will probably be the end. No.
no, there should be one more season. If they go the way I think they're going, we're gonna get 24 episodes up until we should get 20 episodes. It's gonna be one of two things. We'll get 24 episodes. The ending will be a movie, or we will get like 12 episodes here at season 3. No, sorry, season 4, and then 12 more episodes at season 5. Because we're in a weird place where there's just enough, not for one more full season, unless they decide to go like 30 episodes. The way I see, unless they start cutting stuff or cutting stuff down. But you're right. Season 4 could be the end of it, probably.
No, I'm not saying this would be the end. I'm saying they're gonna do this full season and then finish with the next season after this.
Oh yeah, season 5 will be the end. Unless they decide to make season 5 a movie and make that the end. So
I don't think that's a smart thing to do because there's probably like 3 or 4 hours of content that you'd have to jam into that last movie, and that doesn't seem like a good idea.
yeah, that would be a terrible idea. So Mappa, if you're listening, don't do that. We don't want to see a movie.
No one wants to see movie finales to your fucking popular anime adaptations. Confirmed.
All right, next one, Chainsaw Man. Also looks fucking great. Goddamn, these animators don't eat, huh? They also don't sleep.
This is the arc that I remember like so little. Like I remember the big stuff that happens, but like most of it I'm just like I don't know, they meet Quan Chi, stuff happens. It's
Do you
fucking
find it funny?
Kishibe holds up that fucking piece of paper that one time.
Oh yeah.
Well, because the end's got to be the thing with Aki, right? Like, there's no other way you end this.
Yeah, if they're doing 12 episodes again, it ends with the Aki thing.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Snowball fight. It's episode 1 of season 4, whatever season we're on. It doesn't really matter.
Actually, we were talking about this on Sunday.
Denji, don't. No, don't open the door, Denji. No. You open the door.
Thank you, Chainsaw Man. Huh? You're holding a chainsaw and you're a man.
Thank you, chainsaw.
That had to be a joke. Like Gege had to have been trolling with that one. Me and you were talking about this Sunday, and I didn't get my thought in until earlier this week. I think they will just finish with the first part in this next season.
Oh yeah, you cannot do part 2. I think from what you told me, part 2 falls apart enough to where it would be a mistake for you to do a part 2.
Yeah, I think they should just stop at part 1, and if people clamor for a part 2, you should redirect them to the manga and then ask them, do you want this animated? Do you want time and resources diverted to this?
Well, like, because honestly, if you read to the end of part 1, that is like maybe not like a fairy tale ending, but it is a satisfying ending.
No, it is. It's a completely satisfying ending. And as much as I was happy to see it return, I was sad.
I don't know. I read that first part with Yoru, like the first part of part 2, and I was just like, this is fine, but I don't really feel anything. Like Yoru's like less of an interesting character to me, honestly. Like the War Devil's not that cool, or she wasn't that cool. I mean, I read that far in, so it definitely could be biased on my end. But
No,
it was like it didn't feel like Chainsaw Man part 1.
it definitely wasn't, man. And unfortunately, it just takes a different turn. And I think it's because Gege became a different writer in between it. He like wrote up I think he wrote like Look Back, and he might have written some other stuff. So I think by the time he was like told to like, hey, you're gonna start part 2, he's like, sure. And then he just was like completely different. Like he just was like a little different as a writer. So the sauce, the magic that was in part 1 just isn't there in part 2. Like there's like a faux effect in there because it feels like it in the beginning, and then it completely falls apart. It just doesn't feel like that first part of Chainsaw. So
Well,
yeah, no,
I feel like the first part of Chainsaw, like he had a clear-cut idea of where he was going the entire time. And then they were like, "So you're not done, right? You're gonna keep writing more of this." And he's like, "I mean, I guess I can write more." And then he had to like come up with shit on the spot.
yeah, which is unfortunate because I think I've talked about this or said this before. He probably didn't have an ending in mind, and he probably didn't have he probably had an idea of how to start part two, but he didn't know how to end it.
Yeah,
So
because it's like part one feels it's so like everything's wrapped up so neatly. Where I was like, yeah, this is like albeit like dark and depressing. This is a satisfying conclusion to part one.
yeah, and honestly, that's all you really need. And if you do want a part two, just go read it, and then give us your opinion. Do you think time and resources should be diverted to make part two? Before we get to this, actually, let's get to this one. Hunter x Hunter is going to be dropping a couple of chapters in the next few weeks. Looks like I thought he was doing that Martin thing. What's his name? Yoshi? No. His name is
Yoshihiro Togashi.
yes. I thought he was doing the Martin thing, but it turns out he was actually having surgery. So I apologize for being so mean to him.
As much as like I shit on George, it's not like George is like in and out of the hospital. Well, I don't mean to say that. Togashi's not necessarily always in the hospital, but it's like George isn't going through fucking medical issues where he like can't like write or fucking ink pages anymore. It's like I actually feel bad for Togashi, and I hope he takes his health seriously because like it's not worth trying to kill yourself to finish your manga. Whereas with George, it's like we know George could be writing, but he just
Yeah.
chooses to do other shit. It's
Yeah.
like Togashi, I feel like he genuinely wants to write, but sometimes he just physically can't.
You're right. And that's I didn't know how bad it was until I read this article here. And it looks like he's had a couple of surgeries. He's had a couple of health scares just between 2023 and currently. So
Yeah, he's always been like pretty like not unhealthy in terms of like I don't know his like body fat or whatever, but he's just generally been unhealthy from what I've heard. So like it's less like I feel bad for him, and I'm like never thinking, oh man, this guy just doesn't want to write Hunter x Hunter. I'm like, oh man, I hope this guy continues to write Hunter x Hunter while he lives his best life in the only way he can. Like if he has to take multiple breaks and multiple long hiatuses, like I'd rather him do that and continue to write than either burn himself out or like seriously injure himself doing it.
yeah, which my apologies to him. I thought he was pulling a George. Turns out he was actually not in the best shape. So I do hope he gets better, and I do hope he's able to finish his story. It would be a tragedy if we saw another Mayura situation, but I wouldn't be upset with him. So I do need to start this though. I need to start this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start.
I told fucking Ryder to start this. I'll tell you the same thing I told him. That first like five episodes. I don't know. There's a part where they're in a tunnel in the first part of the Hunter exam. That is the slowest part of Hunter x Hunter. After that,
Okay.
after they get out of the tunnel, it's straight gas.
I was gonna tell you, I actually started Hunter x Hunter, and once they got into that tunnel, I was like, my eyes were glazing over, and I never went back.
Yeah, because the first like fucking couple episodes are just them fucking jogging in this tunnel and talking. And it's like the hardest thing to get through, but once you get through it, then they start doing like, I don't know, basically like what's that fucking genre of video game called? It's like a death game basically once they get out of the tunnel, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is kind of good. And then, things progress, and then you get into individual arcs. Like once you're into York New City, which is the second major arc, that shit's fucking gas. And then Greed Island, which is the third major arc, it's kind of like worse than York New City. It's got its moments, but like they're on an island and there's like a card game involved. It's kind of brutal. It has its individual moments, but overall it's like weaker than York New City. And then the Chimera Ant arc is after it, and that's probably the best arc in the show.
Like the peak? Is that still peak?
Yeah, that shit's just straight gas. Every character in there is like at least an 8 out of 10.
I've seen the clip where that old man and that I don't know, green thing with the tail.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the old man and the cheetah.
No, it's that old man. He does that Buddha thing and he ends up losing an arm and a leg, and it turns out he had a fucking nuke in his heart or something.
Oh yeah, that's my boy Netero.
Yeah, I saw that clip apropos of nothing, just divorced of everything, and I was like, it's kind of cool. And then I tried to watch and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I was like,
he doesn't need both hands to pray. That's what you don't understand.
no, I don't understand. So I got to get to this. I was actually gonna ask you, have you ever read or watched Yu Yu Hakusho? That's the one that came before Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, I watched up until the point where the main guy became a spirit detective or whatever the fuck they call it. But they hadn't actually gone to the spirit realm yet, and I just dropped it because I don't know. I was just like, okay, this seems like a good stopping point, and I never picked it back up. I want to watch Yu Yu Hakusho. I want to get to the dark tournament people always talk about.
Is that the one where the guy is wearing those like really funny glasses and he looks like a Dorito? Like where he's like all buff, but he's like
That is correct.
that's why I want to watch Yu Yu Hakusho is to get to that point. But have you okay, I don't like to objectify women, but you know, the Hunter x Hunter author, Yu Yu Hakusho, Togashi, he really did pull Sailor Moon, huh? Sailor Moon herself, the creator of Sailor Moon, Nakano Takuchi, she was a baddie in her prime. Nah, you could say she still is. That's crazy. The Sailor Moon author and the Hunter x Hunter author. Okay, so actually I wanted to have like a little kind of talk with you in regards to Jujutsu Kaisen. I was kind of thinking about this. I was thinking of Jujutsu Kaisen like this the other day, right? Do you think we should stop caring about the Jujutsu Kaisen story and just enjoy the fights?
No, I think turning that into a mindless like brain off thing is like goes directly against what he set up for the longest time. Like I think the problem is he's too deep. He understands what he's trying to say, but he has a hard time translating it to the page, which at a certain point it just makes your like brain glaze over and you're just like, well, I don't really know what's fucking going on, but I'm gonna try and stick in here so I understand. Like there are hype moments, but I feel like he just does a poor job of like translating. And maybe it's harder like doing it to the page, so maybe like when it gets animated it'll be better. But I have some doubts.
Because I went back and reread at least the first part and I was like, okay, this still kind of is consistent. It sets stuff up. It feels fine, but it's like once you start getting into the culling arc and actually even before then, when you start getting into like the what was it, the Shibuya arc and then the culling arc and then obviously the Sakuna versus everyone arc, it just starts to be mindless dribble of rules and consequences that you never really see or you don't know if they're in effect because they're telling you.
I honestly think he knows what he's doing. He just has a hard time explaining it to people on the page. Because like the idea of a binding vow is sick as shit. However, it's really hard to explain to the reader that in order for you to in order for you to obtain the binding vow, you have to give up something, and it's incredibly specific, and like to the average reader who's just reading it and is going, oh, so Sukuna could just slice the entire world in half. It's like, well, no, he can only do it in this very specific circumstance. But you glazed over that because all you saw was world cutting slash, and you don't really care about like the logistics behind it. And to be fair, he doesn't do the greatest job of explaining some of this stuff. So at a certain point, your eyes just kind of glaze over and you're like, okay, I guess Sukuna can just cut the world in half whenever he wants to. So it's like, if he did a better job of explaining, or he had less like obtuse concepts in his power system, I think it would be much better. But
Okay.
as it stands, it's just so incomprehensible at times that you kind of just have to like let your eyes glaze over and just enjoy what's happening. But that also takes away because like up until that point, you're like, okay, I understand the power system. I understand what's going on. Like honestly, I think the biggest problem is he has so many different power systems set up that like when they start mashing on top of each other, your brain can't fucking pull it all together in the same instance.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's kind of like how, okay, think of it like this. It's kind of like how inconsequential the Z fighters are now that Vegeta and Goku are fighting literal God. It's like, you know,
Well,
what's
yeah.
Tien gonna do? What's Tien gonna do? What the fuck is Krillin gonna do?
Well, the way I think about it is like, okay, so if you just had domain expansions, I think you're fine because you can get like he got real weird with some of those domain expansions, like frame interpolation domain expansion. It's like, okay, a little out there, but I'm not mad at it. Like I understand. And then he's like, okay, I also have simple domains. I have reverse curse technique. I have binding vows, and it's just like, okay, well, at a certain point, all these systems are so fucking complex complex and so smushed on top of each other that like everything is happening. I forgot the previous rules for this fucking thing you just brought back. It's like, do you remember how a simple domain works? I fucking really don't.
Simple domain, if you're in the range of a actual domain expansion, it could break it. Was that the rule?
Sure, possibly. I don't fucking remember. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he just had domain expansion, I think he would have been fine. But he was like, yeah, let me add all this extra shit to it. Which, like, at the end of the day, fucking reverse curse technique is just, oh yeah, if I get hit, I don't die because my body's so overflowing with curse technique that it heals itself. It's like you could have called that anything else and made it a lot simpler.
Yeah, you could have just said, "Oh, I'm just healing." Like
Yeah. Or it's like
just a healing technique.
my domain is so fucking powerful that while inside it, if I take damage, it's instantly healed. Instead, it's like, no, actually, you have to learn to use reverse curse technique. Like Yuji, for the longest time, doesn't have reverse curse technique, so when he gets hit, he's fucking done for. But then at the end, he learns how to use reverse curse technique. It's like, how did he do that? I don't know. Does it really matter? It was a plot device.
Oh yeah, he does. We just see that he like does it. We don't we don't see that he learned it at any point.
I'm sure he explained it. Was the explanation very good? No, because I don't fucking remember it.
The way I was kind of thinking about it was, if Gege just wanted to do like a battle manga, just straight up, I think he could have probably done something different. I hope he comes out with a new battle manga because honestly, like even in the manga, his battles were pretty good. Like I wouldn't say they weren't. I won't say they were bad. Like some of his fights were good. Like a lot of them were. But
Speaking of a complex power system and it done well, fucking Togashi is a master at a complex power system. The Nen system in Hunter x Hunter is so good compared to the fucking domain expansion, simple domain, reverse curse technique, and fucking binding vows of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like he literally sits you down because Gon and Killua literally don't know about Nen techniques. So he has a guy after they get their hunter's licenses, he just sits them down and says, here's Nen, let me explain the power system. Here's like, you can use certain Nen abilities, but if you use one certain type of Nen energy, you cannot use another type because they're on different sides of the spectrum. And like blah blah, like you literally get an in-depth explanation on how Nen works, and it's so good because he's doing it like you're the character sitting in front of him in this like impromptu classroom learning about Nen. Whereas,
and then he doesn't diverge from it. Like it stays consistent.
yeah, and like there's a way that like, so there are certain ways around the restrictions of Nen. Like for example, a certain character can use all different types of Nen energy at the same time, but there's a restriction on it that he can only use it against certain people. So it's like normally people would have one type of Nen energy and they can only use that one type because that's the one their body is like most accustomed to. But he can use all different forms of Nen energy, but he can only use them against specific people because that was the contract he set up.
Oh, okay. I need to read this.
It's such a good, like, complex yet understandable power system. It's probably like one of the best designed power systems in like shonen manga.
Would you say that the Avatar: The Last Airbender is a basic system, but
It's like basic presenting, but also has complexities behind it because like you have the basic elements, you can bend water, fire, earth, and air, but then later on, depending on how advanced you are in the bending technique, you can bend lightning, you can bend blood, you can bend metal, you can bend I don't remember what the airbenders get. Who cares? Airbenders fucking suck.
they're dead.
Yeah, all the airbenders are dead except for Aang. Suck it,
Yeah.
airbenders.
That's why you got annihilated, because you guys didn't develop a new one, an advanced bending technique.
But yeah, like all the like that power system presents is like super basic, but then like the deeper you get in, the more you see advanced like benders. They can control like different elements. It's such a good system.
It's not like Naruto's power system where he just goes, here's your chakra flow and here's the chakra line, and then by the end everyone's just like flying and they're space ninjas.
Naruto in the beginning was fine because it made sense, and then at a certain point we needed everyone to do everything, so in order to do that we just pass around the nine-tails chakra in the form of fucking coats.
I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's on death's door. Yeah, just Have my shadow clones run around and give them fucking Ninetales coats.
I fucking forgot about that. I forgot that happened. Oh, do you remember how how they revealed that Naruto never had the full Ninetales chakra because Minato sealed half of it with him because the Ninetales is just so powerful?
Yeah, you remember how Might Guy was supposed to die when he released the Eight Gates, but then we just didn't have that happen.
Do you remember how the Sage of Six Paths was just had his children reincarnating over and over, and it turned out that Hashirama and Madara and Naruto and Sasuke were just a reincarnation of his two kids or something like that?
Yeah,
Ew.
Hashirama cells. The answer to all of life's great questions. Hashirama cells.
You remember how Orochimaru was a terrorist, and by the end of the show, he's just a goofy side character?
Yeah, like Naruto, again, like most of these manga feel like they should have ended at a certain point, and they kept telling him like, "Hey, will you write more of this?" And
And
he's
he
like,
went,
"Yeah,
sure.
yeah, if you pay me enough, I will."
Well, this motherfucker's a millionaire. Like all of his video game deals, all of his like TV deals, his book deals.
I
This
mean,
dude, he
it's the same with fucking Toriyama. Toriyama did the same thing. He
yep.
was like, "Yeah, I kind of want to be done here," and they're like, "Yeah, here's some more money. Will you write more?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay, I guess. Here's sell."
But at least
Okay,
like in the early
okay.
days, like he would just like pump them out. But once we got to like the 90s and 2000s, he said, "I want to draw weird things, and I want to go work with Square. So you guys just keep repackaging my stuff, and if you want to license it, just let me know. But I'm not gonna do more things. Not
Yeah,
until you guys completely destroy my brand
yeah.
with the Americans."
Back up another dump truck full of money, and I'll say yes to anything. Oh, you want to make another game recounting the events of Dragon Ball Z? Yeah, sure, why not?
What? A different studio wants to do the same thing at the same time? Go right ahead.
Yeah, okay, you know the deal. Pay me $10 million up front, and you can do whatever you want with my fucking thing. Yeah, I guess.
Hey Toriyama, do you want to make a manga? Yeah, I'm gonna give you a weird manga about creatures in the desert. Can you do some more Dragon Ball stuff? No.
No,
Fucks off.
absolutely not. No more Dragon.
Square comes up, it's like, hey Toriyama, can you give us some more Dragon Quest creatures? Sure. Here's a million. Shueisha's just like, can you just like follow up the Boo saga? Nope. Fucks off.
Oh, no, no.
I love Toriyama. He's a good guy till the end, from what I hear. All intents and purposes. I mean, since we're talking about battle manga, before we kind of end this, is there any battle manga that you've just besides One Piece? Because we all know One Piece has some great battles.
One Piece is a battle manga. One Piece is a political action thriller.
I won't deny that.
One Piece is about how the deep state is trying to hold down its population while a band of freedom fighters are trying to defeat the deep state. The deep state.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
The shadow government is trying to tell you how to live your life, and meanwhile, there's some rebellious youngsters that are trying to tell you you don't have to listen to the government.
Well, I was gonna ask, are there any other battle mangas that you think are like legendary or like up there? You know,
In terms of, like I said, in terms of power system, I think Hunter x Hunter has the best power system. I don't know. Like Bleach has a pretty good one. Like, okay, so Bleach actually has the same problem as a
Jujutsu
Jujutsu
Kaisen.
Kaisen. Yeah, because they have that fucking weird like spell casting thing that they do sometimes. But I think Kubo just like kind of gave up on that. He's like, yeah, Bankais are just fucking cooler. Because you remember they did cast like magical spells, like they had fucking like the 99 forms, and then they did it a couple times, and then sometimes they still do it, but like most of the time it's just Bankai.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't actually remember that. All I remember is the Bankai.
Yeah, they certain members of the cast like cast this. I wish Sam was here. He'd be like, "Oh, you mean Reishi?" I think no, Reishi's just the energy. I don't remember. They use Reishi to cast the spells.
So, okay, what about some of the new stuff? I've read a lot of Sakamoto Days. That one looks good. And the battles in that, crazy. One of the ones I haven't read, but apparently is like an amazing battle manga is Kagurabachi. Like I said, I love Jujutsu Kaisen's battles, but obviously the story has become so nonsensical because the power system makes no sense that sometimes I just go, okay, sure. Like I don't want to be a LARPer, but then again, I don't understand what Geg is trying to say, so I just move on. But do you have anything like that where you're kind of like, anything else that kind of comes to mind?
I'm trying to think, like, I don't recently? I mean, it's not really I wouldn't really call it a battle shonen, but fucking Demons of the Shadow Realm's pretty good. I don't know what you
Okay.
classify that under, because, like, there have been, like, quote-unquote battles where they, like, have their daemons fight each other, but, like, I classify that, like, under the same thing you classify, like, Full Metal. It's, like, more a... I'm gonna look, because I don't want to call it a seinen, but I think it might be a seinen.
What about Gachiakuda?
Yeah, that's got a pretty cool power system. The problem is it's so like it's not rigid in the way like a Hunter x Hunter or I guess even One Piece is more rigid than Gachiakuda. It's just kind of like some characters the way they have it set up, some characters like have a restricted like vital instrument, but like the main character can like seize the value in anything that's been discarded and can bring out its true potential. So it's like whatever, like he brought a nail gun to the final fight in season 1 and he turned it into a rail gun. So it's like, well, yeah, his power can just be like basically whatever he needs it to be because he can see the potential in the item to make it into what he needs it to be.
That's kind of cool though. A nail gun into a rail gun. That's pretty sick.
Or
I
like
should watch this.
in one of the episodes, there was a guy that had a talisman that was supposed to like protect people and make sure everyone got home safe. And he used his power on that talisman, and it was like a defensive like golem essentially that was like protecting him from whoever was trying to kill them at the time, like by reading his movements and like protecting him and another guy. So it's like the power system is cool, but at the same time, it's just kind of whatever he needs it to be because it's like it's not a hard definition on what his power can do.
Okay, I need to get to Gachiakuda.
I mean, it's cool. It's just it's not very it's a very like loose power system.
What about do you think Black Clover falls under the same banner as Gachiakuda, where like because it's a magic system, it's not a power system, I would say.
It's so hard because like each character in theory can do a lot of things and they just haven't because it hasn't become necessary to like whatever they're doing at the time. So it's like besides Asta, everyone else could essentially do almost anything because they always have the excuse of like, oh well, yeah, of course I never used this move. I never needed to use this move until this exact specific situation. Whereas
You know what? You're
Asta's
right.
just like, well, I have anti-magic swords. That's kind of what I do.
Would I actually, for as much as I enjoy Black Clover, I actually don't remember any fights. There's no memorable fights and like
Oh,
that I can think of.
there were so many good ones. There was Yami and Asta versus the Devil at the end of what's currently aired. Speaking of
I
which,
remember
that's coming back.
Mariliona.
That's coming back soon. Black Clover
Yeah.
is.
What about My Hero? Do you think that one was a pretty competent battle manga?
Yeah, that one also has kind of like a hard limit or like a more structured limit around its power system, so that one's pretty good. The only thing that bothered me was near the end, I feel like the author felt like he had to, I don't know, maybe it was always the plan from the beginning, but giving Deku the powers of the other like 7 users of All for One was, I didn't like it personally, but I could live with the fact that like that was the thing that Deku could do. Like it just kind of bothered me because it's like, okay, well none of the other 7 users of All for One have ever used the other powers of the other users, so like this feels like it's out of left field. And then some people would be like, well, it's because Deku doesn't have any powers, but fucking All Might didn't have any powers either. He was quirkless.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. He just got the what was it? Is it All for One or One for All that All Might has?
One for All.
Yeah, the One for All. I forgot that he was quirkless. Wow. I need to watch Hell's Paradise. Apparently that's a pretty good battle manga. And would you say Fire Force is a battle manga?
Yeah, but I like Fire Force too. It's got a good power system. I
Is it
honestly
all
think,
fire?
yeah, it's like fire, like manipulation of temperature.
Oh,
Kind of like
that sounds interesting.
you know how the speedsters they can control the vibration of the molecules, and they could in theory like destroy the universe.
Oh, like in DC Comics with the fucking Flash and shit?
Yeah, because like
Oh yeah.
in theory, if you could stop like a molecule from vibrating, you could like, or you can like cause them to run into each other and like set off a chain reaction that would destroy the world. Anyway, they never go that deep, but I like the power system. Honestly, if Fire Force didn't have Tamaki, that show would be like 10 times better.
Who's
That's
Tamaki?
that's the girl who's her like quote unquote power is Lucky Lecher, so she fucking just randomly loses her clothes and it's not great.
Oh, our friend Tristan's favorite character.
That's correct, because she's a cat girl.
What okay, before I get to non-Jump comics ones, JoJo, what do you think? Is that a good battle manga?
Yeah, JoJo's great.
JoJo's awesome. I love JoJo.
Eriki sometimes needs to come up with some random bullshit to get some of his characters out of situations, but you know, that happens to everyone, so.
He writes them into a corner and then he goes, "Wait, I'm the writer. Who cares?"
Wait a minute, Starfinger will work here.
Wait, wait a minute.
Starfinger used twice, and both times when Jotaro needed to get out of a bad situation.
Oh, damn. Giorno's kind of falling, and if he goes into that mist, he will turn old. Okay, so what I'm gonna have it do is I'm gonna have this bullet become a tree and then go back into a bullet. Like, come on. That's such hat trickery out of your ass. Like, do you remember that?
This is essentially my entire problem with Death Note as a manga and anime, is just the writer constantly remembers that he's the writer, so he just gets to do whatever he wants with his characters. So like nothing feels earned to me, because like L and Light are not, like, Light is not the smartest character. He has the power of the writer on his side most of the time.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so here's a battle manga that's not Jump, and I will say I enjoy the manga more than I did the anime, and you only experienced the anime, which was Chain Soldier or Mato Sehi no Slave. The manga panels are completely ridiculous. They're so good. Do you remember Chain Soldier?
Yeah.
That is a really good battle manga. I know that it's super fucking ecchi and there's a lot of like fetish stuff in there. Like, it's not for me, but like the battles themselves are pretty good. I could take or leave the fetish stuff, but like, you know. Okay, I'm trying to find to see. Okay, there's this other one called Mad. People say it's the Chainsaw Man author's secret manga, and that one is actually really, really good. Takes place in America. It's hard to explain, but the log line of this one is mysterious alien life forms invade Earth. Most of humanity is wiped off the face of the planet. John, his sister, and remaining survivors hope to find a new world to inhabit, but one day they're targeted by aliens again. It sounds basic, but it's actually pretty good. I've been keeping up with it. But like I said before, some people think it's Fujimoto's secret manga because technically the manga is being written by Otori Yusuke. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where people are getting this from. And I know that this one technically isn't a battle manga, but there's some battles in there. Is gushing over magical girls. There's some good battles in that one, in my opinion. Again, fetish stuff, but like there's some good stuff in there.
Bro,
There's some good fun.
you're not convincing anyone that you read Chain Soldier and Gushing Over Magical Girls and didn't like any of the ecchi stuff. Come on.
No, like I went in knowing what was in there, and when I came out, I was like, it was fine. Like the ecchi stuff, I could take a leap. But I went in there because I went in there because I'm like, okay, let's see these character designs. Let's see what's up. Okay, that's pretty ecchi. But then it turned into a battle manga, which after a while I was like, oh, that's actually pretty hard. That goes pretty
Mhm.
crazy. Okay, I'll end it with this one. There's a manga I've been keeping up with called Blue Ursus,
Mhm.
and it's basically high school girls wrestling.
Mhm.
And let me just kind of give you a manga panel, so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. All right, I'll put it on the side chat real quick. This one is not ecchi, by the way.
Mhm.
I can definitively say that this one is not ecchi. But
Mhm.
this one, these are supposed to be high school girls. I know they look like The Rock. They all look like The Rock, but they're supposed to be high school girls. And it's a pretty fucking like entertaining battle manga. Like
Mhm.
they just throw hands. There's no power system. There's none of that. It's just girls in high school. Some of them are delinquents. Hold on. I know one of them will tickle your fancy. But
Bro,
it's just
don't act like I'm the only one. Get the fuck out of here.
no, no, like
I read Chain Soldier and Gushing Over Magical Girls. I didn't care about the ecchi stuff at all. Okay.
no. Like I saw what was there. I wasn't wasn't shying from it,
Okay.
but this is up our alley. Like what I'm saying is like some of these character designs. Let me find. Okay, I found one of the characters. What do you think of this character design?
Yeah, okay, Jose. Yeah, okay. Yep, it's just for me. You're right. Whatever.
No, like I enjoy that. Like here's another one, right? Like it's just like the characters are cool and all that. It's kind of like Tokyo Avengers and what was the other one? What was the other one? Windbreaker. It's kind of like those two, except it's for whatever reason even more unnecessarily like bloody and like just more downright brutal, I guess. Like, yeah, I know what I'm going in for when I read some of these mangas, but like Gushing Over Magical Girls and Chain Soldier, I went in for one thing, I came out with battle mangas that I thoroughly enjoyed. Like I
Yeah.
won't deny that, you know. But this one, from the get-go, it says that it's like a battle manga. Like it kind of says that it's about fighting and stuff. So that's why I went into that one. Because I was like, girls fighting? Okay. And then the main girl looks like a JoJo character from like she looks like Fist of the North Star and Jotaro. Like so I was like, okay, this is kind of goofy, this is kind of silly, so I'll watch that one. I'll read this one. Let me see what it's about. And I was thoroughly entertained. Like they're just throwing hands. Blue Ursus, I think it's called. I think that's how you say it. So, and it's got great character designs. I mean, I showed you some. Like they're pretty attractive. So, but those aren't even the main girls. They're just like other characters that appear in the story. Any other battle manga that you can think of that you thoroughly enjoy, or you can't think of any at the top of your head?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else that you saw or this week or anything?
Not anything I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay. No Yu-Gi-Oh, no League, no nothing like that then?
Nope.
All right, for sure. All right, well, let's end that here. I enjoy a good battle manga and I enjoy a good ecchi manga, but when it's combined, it's pretty entertaining. All right, so I'll end it here. Thanks to everybody who tuned in and listened to me ramble. Sherm, you as well. Thank you for listening to me ramble about ecchi battle manga. We'll let everybody go. Everyone, I hope you have a good day. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hit that, Salem's usually pretty good about this one. Ring that bell icon. Finger blast the subscribe button. And George sucks. Is that everything? Is that all our sign-offs?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much for everyone who tuned in. I hope you have a pleasant day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.